In this lesson, I will be showing you a new type of verb in German called stem-changing verbs. Stem-changing verbs are a new type of verb that are a little unregelmäßig, but only in one small way. First off, what is a stem? A stem refers to the main part of the verb. Take, for example, schlafen, to sleep. The main root of schlafen is schlaf. The other part, the an, is the ending or endung. That ending is what you conjugate to match the subject. In addition, the stem vowel is the vowel that is contained within the stem. In schlafen, the vowel is that a there, in yellow. In case you forget, vowels in German are the same as in English, but pronounced a little differently. Just to review, the vowels in German are a, e, o, and u. Now that we know what a stem is, what's a stem-changing verb? As the name suggests, a stem-changing verb is a verb that changes its stem vowel. You can see for schlafen, it goes from ich schlafe and changes to du schläfst. Ich schlafe, du schläfst. Hear the difference? Now you might ask, how do we know what verbs to change? There's a ton of verbs. Well, there's not too many stem-changing verbs. It just so happens that some very common verbs like to sleep are stem-changing verbs. But they will be indicated to you on your vocab lists and on Memrise, but with a little parentheses next to the verb showing the vowel that changes. For schlafen, it goes from a to a umlaut. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the rules for stem-changing verbs. The biggest rule is that only the subjects du and RZS change their stem. That's it. The rest keep the original stem vowel. You can see what I mean by this chart. See how everything else is conjugated normally except for the a in du and RZS? It's only for those subjects that a becomes a umlaut. Now let's take a moment to try conjugating the verb schlafen for these subjects. Remember, you are only changing the stem for du, and if you're talking about a he, a she, or an it. Did you get them right? If you didn't, that's okay. Rewind this video and review the rules again. I'll give you guys lots of practice so that you become pros at this. One last rule I would like to add is that there are only 3 types of stem-changing verbs. The first I showed you with schlafen, a to a umlaut, and it goes from ich schlafe to du schläfst. Ich schlafe, du schläfst. The second is a to ea. Ich sehe versus du siehst. Ich sehe, du siehst. And the third and last is from a to e. Zum Beispiel, ich esse, du isst. Follow me. Ich esse, du isst. And das ist alles for stem-changing verbs. Hopefully you did well on the quiz, and I will give you guys more practice so you can become the pros you've always wanted to be.